Hello everyone, and welcome to the Proton Splat League Season 9, Week 3. Bit of an abrupt intro here. Give me just one moment and we can get things underway. Alright. Apologies for the brief delay. Let's meet the teams again, shall we? Starting us off on Alpha Team, we have Tentacle Difficulties, captained by Great, also featuring Konibuns, Onigiris, Sokatoa, Sushi, and Fat Earth. Bit of a roster change since last we saw them. We'll see if that helps them in the standings. Flipping on over to Bravo, we also see a last-minute roster switch. This got approved yesterday. Takoroka Titans, captained by Fen, also featuring Drakathu, Anemone, Caitlin Uwu, Crimson Sun, and Damatsta. Let's take a look at the maps and modes for this week. We have Turf War Hagglefish Market, Splat Zone Sturgeon Shipyard, Tower Control Inkblot Art Academy, Rainmaker Scorch Gorge, and Glam Blitz Umami Ruins. Takoroka, not Takoroka? Got it. I'm gonna have to actually join the lobby. Alright. While I wait to be connected into the lobby. May as well show what I was doing prior to this. There is a challenge going on right now featuring some very funny curling bombs. So, yeah, I was running heavy edit with some QR and some subsaver. Somehow I won with this and not 52 gal despite being a shooter main. Overall, this week is fine. None of these maps are terribly offensive. I'm a little upset Umami is back, but... Or rather that Umami is here, but... I mean, what can you do? I'm not typically a Splatling player, but heavy-handed is just kind of fun. Is that a low battery warning? The time frame tracks. Let me go ahead and grab a cable to fix that. As we get into our first game, Turf War Hagglefish Market. As far as comps go, on the side of technical difficulties, we have a V-Wiper, we have a Neo Sploosh, running full sub power up, love it! We have an Aero Spray, and we have a Neo Splash. On the side of TKO, we have V-Shot, we have Custom Leader, we have Custom Junior, and we have V8 Brush. Strikes coming out from technical difficulties. C Junior's forced to retreat because of that stamp. Or not C Junior, that's V-Shot. My bad. Current lead is in the hands of technical difficulties, but the V-Shot just got a double kill. Looking to make that a triple. Succeeds! Brush got ganged up on there. And we see a trade on the Splash and the V-Shot. Seeing Neo Sploosh play very carefully. Trying to make sure that their beacons stay up. And with the amount of sub power they're running, yeah, that's a valuable asset for the team. TKO currently in danger, but there's still over a minute left. They could still take this. All they need is a good opening. That Splat Bomb finds a pick. With a minute left, it looks like TKO is breaking out into mid. The Neo Sploosh got trapped by the whale. The Brush currently on a bit of a rampage, going up into Tentacle Difficulty's base. Tentacle Difficulty is now the ones in danger. Unfortunately, the Brush can't fight 3 people at once. Still finds a pick on the Wiper, though. Tentacle Difficulties has Strikes and Booyah Bomb out. Ooh, and those strikes kill 2 on TKO, but TKO is in their base! I don't know how the Sploosh didn't die there, I'll be honest. That's a bit of a messy map. But the game goes just barely to technical difficulties. With the fist bump too. That game goes to technical difficulties. A lot of back and forth. I know technical difficulties didn't have a lot of points going in, but Now that we're in week 3, these matches are a lot more even. I've been on the receiving end of a bad first 2 weeks. Trust me. Looks like Mazda's coming in. The Titans have a lot of support in chat. Love to see it. Wait, does it still do the thing? Yes, love it. Cephalopods will just look at this and go, heck yeah. Alright, next up it is Splat Zones on Sturgeon Shipyard. Sturgeon was one of my favorite maps in 2. It's still pretty good in 3. Having gone back and played a bit of Splatoon 1, considering the shutdown, and also testing a subversion of that shutdown, let's say. Yeah, Splatoon 1 map design was kind of bad. I feel like 2 is where Splatoon map design peaked. Because some of the maps in 3 just aren't it. And Splatoon 1 is just cramped. Splat Zone, Sturgeon Shipyard. Let's see it. We have a Tri-Slosher Nouveau. And we have a Vanilla E-Leader. Alongside, on the side of Tentacle difficulties, we have a Custom Jet Squelcher, we have that Wiper, and we have an Octoshot. Meanwhile, on the side of Takoroka, we have a Tent. We have that V-Leader, we have Inkbrush Nouveau, and we have Dreadringer. Current possession in Tentacle difficulties favor, but it looks like Takoroka was able to just flip it. Early lead swap, but the stamp might just take zone. No, the Ink Mine covers it. TKO still in possession of zone. Tentacle difficulties wasn't quite able to cap it either. Those strikes might just do it though. Almost, but TKO is ready. Tentacle difficulties flip zone at 47. They've got some ground to make up, but this is still a winnable game. Ooh, unfortunate stamp cancel from the leader who gets punished by the Tri-Slosher. The Brush is fighting against the Sea-Jet and wins against the Wiper. Current scores are 47-55 with penalties on both sides. That was a trade. Session is being contested. Takoroka is able to take lead back. We're seeing the stamp come out with the rain, but the Ink Mines set up the leader for a perfect kill. TKO out of penalty, ticking down the clock. Tentacle difficulties have to make a play here. But they're 2 down. Ooh, the stamp cancel again. But that is game. Despite that unfortunate death to strikes at the end, Splat Zones goes to the Takoroka Titans. And that was a KO victory for the Titans. A lot of back and forth in that set. That's what you love to see. Looks like we're seeing another swap from TKO. It is time for Tower Control Inkblot Art Academy. You know, I said earlier Splatoon 2 map design was peak. More mixed feelings about Inkblot. Like, it's better than some of the Splatoon 3 maps, and it outclasses all of Splat 1's maps, in my opinion. But, like, it wasn't my favorite in 2. Yeah, it's definitely memorable. Let's see just how memorable this match will be. Seeing a bit of a comp swap. On the side of Tentacle difficulties, we have a Luna Blaster Neo. We have our first sighting of the pencil We have a Vanilla Ink Brush, and we have a Order Shot. On the side of TKO, we have a Rage Blaster, we have a Dead Tri-Nouveau, we have, again, a V-Ink Brush, and we have a Neo Splash. Ink Brush currently bothering the pencil, gets the kill. TD is 2 down, 3 down. TKO currently at first check, with full claim over right stack. Unfortunately, that Trizuka didn't find anyone, and the whale was not able to take Matsuda off tower. TKO at 29 and increasing. They're at checkpoint 3. Unfortunately, that's a belated wipe. TKO's first push got to 19. Let's see if Tentacle difficulties can come back from that. It's going to be a bit of an uphill fight. But the whale gets canceled as the brush falls. Ooh, unfortunate death. Current mid possession seems to be TKO. Tentacle difficulties 3 down again. We're seeing a whale come out. That might be enough to displace TKO. It's a brush battle. But the Range Blaster secures the kill. Ooh, unfortunate death to the Wave Breaker. Range Blaster goes down to the Snipe Rider. TKO back at checkpoint 3, getting that count down to 16. Technical difficulties isn't out just yet, but it's clear that the wall they have to climb is fierce. Only the pencil's left alive, and that brush wants blood. The brush finds 2 picks, but goes down to the other brush. Tentacle difficulties panning mid, trying to find Sharkers. Unfortunately, that brush is back at their base and causing problems. TKO maintaining possession of the tower for now. 43 seconds left in the match. Tentacle difficulties basically needs a wipe in order to make any progress. TKO back at checkpoint. Not quite breaking it though. There's the checkpoint break. We could be seeing this game go into overtime. Yep, that is definitely an overtime point at minimum for Tentacle difficulties. TD gets an overtime point. Whoops, that's supposed to be 3. But that game goes to the Takoroka Titans. Very well played on both sides, but Tentacle difficulties just couldn't come back from TKO's initial push. Next up, it's probably the second worst map mode combo this week, because it's time for Rainmaker Scorch Gorge. Any Scorch Gorge defenders in chat? Sound off and be judged. But, like, not in a way that matters, because it's all just opinion. I think a lot of maps are just inoffensive in Turf. Unless you're Hammerhead Bridge. Alright, it's battle time. Looks like we're seeing some interesting comp choices all around. On the side of technical difficulties, we have a Tri-Nouveau, a Sea-Jet, a Wiper, and an Order Shot. On the side of TKO, we have 2 shots of Rush and an N-Zap. Early possession from Takoroka Titans. Let's see if they can make it all the way to checkpoint. I think that Trizuka will let them do just that. Technical difficulties 3 down currently. Rainmaker finds a pick. Ooh. They couldn't quite take out the Sea-Jet. That is a wipeout for technical difficulties. Question is, can they come back from a lead of 25? Tentacle Difficulties loses the Rainmaker and has 3 people go down. TKO back in possession. And that brush is back on their nonsense. Unfortunate torpedo death there. Cooler out from Tentacle Difficulties. We're seeing a Stamp. Stamp finds 1 pick. Stamp finds 2 picks. Takoroka Titans 3 down. Tentacle Difficulties making the push to check, but they're not quite able to do it. Ooh, that was interesting. We are seeing some latency shenanigans here. Such is the nature of Splatoon. TKO currently in possession. Oh, they're trying for the KO. They get it! TKO KOs. A valiant fight from Tentacle Difficulties. But that's just the way of Scorch Gorge, really. KO victory for the Takoroka Titans. Can we get an exclamation point dunk in the chat, by the way? Next up, it is the most offensive map on this list. It is time for Clam Blitz Umami Ruins. The song currently playing, per request of one of the players in the lobby, is Daybreaker Anthem. This is a song that plays for the rotation after Splatfests in Splatsville. Which is fitting because next week is a Splatfest. What Splatfest team are y'all on, chat? Little chicks, little bunnies, or bear cubs? Seeing 1 for bunnies. Seeing 2 for bunnies. Seeing 1 for bear, but all their friends want bunnies. Yeah, looking at my own NSO app, Team Bunny definitely has popularity. Lamb Blitz Umami Ruins. On the side of Tentacle difficulties, we have a Tri-Nouveau, a Sea-Jet, a Wiper, and an Order Shot, unchanged comp from Rainmaker. Meanwhile, on the side of TKO, we have a V-Leader, we have a Tri-Nouveau, we have that Brush, and we have a Zinc Mini! Unconventional pick on the Zinni, but I don't hate it. Early Clam Economy was in favor of Tentacle difficulties, but has flipped to TKO. First Power Clam, though, is from Tentacle difficulties. Seeing a whale come out from TKO. Looks like the Zinni finds 2 picks. They're seeing a second Power Clam from Tentacle difficulties. They could be going for an overwhelming push. The Zuka finds the Brush purely by accident, it looks like. Tentacle difficulties scores 2 clams. We have some football happening. Unfortunately, one of their Power Clams went to the void. And that is the end of that push from Tentacle difficulties. TKO's got 2 clams of their own. Looks like that bubble is going to help them score. One more clam and they take lead. Can they do it, though? Unfortunately, it looks like they are out of position for it. Lead stays with Tentacle difficulties as the scores are 57 to 58. Currently, the fights are in mid. TKO has a Zuka. What a storm ready. The Zuka finds 2 picks. And the shot is enough to kill the Zinni. They have a football. Stand coming out from Tentacle difficulties, unfortunately gets cancelled. Let's see if this Zuka can make their way through. Not with the Brush nearby. Order Shot is forced to retreat and loop around. This map really does blur the line between Splatoon stage and Mario Kart track. I'm not saying something considering Urchin Underpass is in 8 Deluxe. Tri-Nouveau is able to find a pick on Crimson. But that Brush is keeping upper mid platform. Current economy lead is with Tentacle difficulties. But the Brush has a Power Clam. And goes for the desperation score without pushing with their team. 1 clam in, and TKO takes lead. But Tentacle difficulties isn't going to make it that easy on them. 37 seconds left in the map. Or, left in the match, rather. TKO leads, or TKO is not in the lead. Tentacle difficulties is in the lead. 57 to 58. TKO has a Power Clam. They can push this into overtime. Unfortunately, they're 3 down. That's a belated wipe. That is an overtime point for TKO, but Tentacle Difficulties takes Clamblitz. And that is your match. 6-10. Close games. Well played to both teams, but Clamblitz goes to Tentacle Difficulties. And that is going to do it for now. Thank you all so much for tuning into this match in the PSL.